I, Dr. Vinita Bhadoria, Associate Professor of English, Government College, Behror, explain you few lines of the poem My Last Touches, written by the Victorian poet Robert Browning. His time period was 1812 to 1889. My Last Touches is considered as one of the best dramatic monologues of Robert Browning. It was first published in 1842 in Dramatic Lyrics. Later on, it was included in Dramatic Romances in 1849. It is Browning is always interested in characters that have something abnormal about them. This lyric takes up the subject of jealousy without any love, cruelty of self love, and the tyranny of possession in the personality of a widower. Duke of Ferrara, a typical representative of Italian Renaissance, the Duke is presented in the company of envoy of the Count in front of the portrait of his previous Duchess. The messenger remains a silent listener to the words of the Duke, but his presence is made known to the readers. The Duke narrates the gruesome story of his cold-blooded murder of his previous wife and at the end makes an indirect demand of a rich dowry from his prospective father-in-law. The poem was written in 28 rhyming couplets of iambic pentameter. That's my last touches painted on the wall, looking as if she were alive. I call thus peace a wonder now. Fra Pandolf's hands worked busily a day, and there she stands. Will it please you sit and look at her? I said. Fra Pandolf, by design, for never read strangers like you, that pictured countenance, the depth and passion of its earnest glance, but to myself they turned, since none puts by the curtain I have drawn for you, but I, and seemed as they would ask me, if they durst, how such a glance come there, so not the first are you to turn and ask thus, sir, it was not her husband's presence only, called that spot of joy into the Duchess' cheek, perhaps. Now I am going to explain these lines for you. The In the poem, the speaker is an Italian duke, the Duke of Ferrara, and he shows how jealous he is to others. Pointing towards the painting of the Duchess, he tells him that the picture looks as if the Duchess were still living. The Duke, who is Duke? Duke is the man of noble hereditary or king. So the Duke regards it a wonderful painting and thinks that it has been beautifully done by the painter Fra Pandolf. Fra Pandolf is an imaginary artist. This painter worked throughout the day, and after his day's labor, the picture as painted on the wall was ready. The Duke cunningly reveals that he could not trust anybody to paint the picture except a monk. Fra Pandolf was a monk painter. Moreover, the artist was permitted only a single day to complete the portrait. The Duke asked the envoy to sit down and look at the painting of his wife. His request to sit almost seems an order. That defines the character of Duke again, that he is so dominating. After the envoy had taken his seat, the Duke explains that he mentioned the name of Fra Pandolf deliberately. He intentionally chose a monk painter to do the job. That was because many people who did not know the Duke and the Duchess is the queen of the Duke, might have thought that there must have been an affair between the Duchess and the painter. The Duke knows by experience how visitors saw the picture and found a suggestion in it of such an affair. The Duke tells him that he alone enjoys the authority to unveil the portrait and show the painting to the outsider. However, whenever he has shown the portrait to the strangers, they have shown general surprise at the work of art because it looks very much alive. These are some meanings and some explanations for you. In the next slide, I am going to recite few more lines to you. Fra Pandolf chanced to say, her mental lapse over my lady's wrist too much, or paint must never hope to reproduce the faint half flush that dies along her throat. Such stuff was courtesy, she thought, and cause enough. For calling up that spot of joy, she had a heart, how shall I say, too soon made glad, too easily impressed. She liked whatever she looked on, and her looks went everywhere. Sir, it was all one, my favor at her breast. In these lines, Duke shows a typical Italian mentality of Middle Ages suffering from feelings of jealousy, suspicion, and vanity got his wife killed. He did not like the generous and responsive disposition of his wife. She was a frank and charming woman who, in her kindness, smiled at everything. The Duke is explaining the mystery of the happy spot on her face in the portrait of the envoy of the Count, who seemed to him to be curious about him. The Duke tells the messenger that the sweet smiles of the lady were not reserved for her husband alone. The Duke explains why the portrait of the Duchess has a blush of happiness on her cheeks. Many people think that this blush came on her cheeks because the Duke was himself present at the time of painting. The Duke tells him that the Duchess was so simple and innocent that she was easily pleased and smiled at every little thing. He tells the envoy that redness on her face in the portrait was not because he was present there. There was some other reasons of it. Perhaps some compliment by the artist occasioned that happy spot on her face. The artist might have complimented her on her dress. He might have said that it was impossible to capture in painting that faint trace of a blush on the light red tinge that seemed to flush her throat. The painter meant that the blush was so beautiful and so evanescent that it was impossible to capture it on canvas. The Duke tells the messenger that these remarks about his dead wife were merely expression of courtesy. They had no further meaning. Such a remark, merely one of formal courtesy, was enough to bring a flush of joy to the Duchess's cheeks. She had such an innocent, happy nature that she was easily pleased in this way. Here are some meanings for you and few lines explained here, and rest of the poem I'll explain you in the next video. Thank you very much.